Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing a collective reading today, so if you are feeling open, feeling called to receiving a message, then stick around, watch this video, maybe even skim through it if you're like, I don't know. You might just hear the perfect sentence that you needed to hear. When I was getting ready for this video, I was very drawn to oranges, orangey, reddish colors. So we're gonna have that orange reddish ambiance today. It is interesting that that was coming up for me because maybe that is something coming up for you. The sacral chakra and the root chakra, which are both in the bottom. Well, the root is in the bottom, and then the sacral is by like our belly button. The root chakra is all about being grounded. That one's like about safety. Like, do you feel safe? Are you grounded? Are you yourself? Are you in the present moment? And then the sacral is about your creativity. Are you being authentic? Are you listening to your ideas and kind of having your creative passions flow? I feel like both of those, especially the sacral, remind me of the wands. We're gonna jump straight into this reading. I am going to be using the New Chapter Tarot deck today. So captivating. The reason that I'm using this deck today is because I was setting up my ambiance here and then I see this and I was like, I think I have to use this deck. I do want to do videos where you just see my hands. I just don't have a tripod yet. But let me know in the comments if you prefer those kinds of collective readings or collective reading like this, where I'm showing myself, my face and everything. It is important to understand that with collective readings, you have to use your own intuition and your discernment. Maybe not everything that I say throughout this entire video is gonna resonate with you, but if there's one sentence, if there's a few minutes and a few messages that do resonate with you, you'll know, you'll feel like, oh my gosh, yeah, like I was supposed to see this, you know what I mean? For anyone and everyone that needs to come across this video, what do they need to know here? So far we just got the Seven of Wands. Oh, one of them flew. The Emperor. So we have the Seven of Wands, the Emperor. What else? The Ace of Cups. Let's get at least like two more. The Chariot. Okay, one more. Oh, two more came out. The Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, which is in this case the Five of Discs. These are the cards of today. First things first. It is important to acknowledge that there's definitely a little bit of a struggle here. A struggle with the amount of power or responsibility that you are taking on right now. This responsibility is definitely, it's a lot for you, and without the proper use of your emotions or feeling of your emotions, it's just going to continue to be this thing where it's challenging. And also part of the challenge is that it's so challenging because, you know, you have all this responsibility, you're not really trying to admit that it's challenging, and by doing that, it's just adding more challenges. Ace of Cups is a very emotional card. Like, water can come in so many different forms. We have this wave, we have, I believe this is like icicles, and this looks like snow to me. Emotions come in so many different shapes and sizes and forms and intensities. You know, it's literally just like a spectrum. Emotions are a spectrum. But I feel like emotions that you're dealing with, they are just being suppressed. They are being suppressed, and we don't want that. I feel like the suppression of emotions, and this could go back to maybe why I was feeling the orangey reddish vibes, is because you are suppressing your true self. You are suppressing how you really feel about something. You're not feeling safe, and you're not feeling like I am me. I am being me. We kind of need to go from this suppressed space to this right here. We see this Ace of Wands. Also look at those colors, full of passion, full of creativity, full of energy. So the Ace of Wands here with the Chariot and the Five of Discs. This is telling me it's time to move forward. It is time to, like, we're letting go of that. We need to move forward. So with the Chariot, it's important to understand that there's going to be light and there's going to be dark. Light moments in your life and dark moments in your life. This goes back to those feelings. If you are suppressing your emotions, you're not going to be able to say, hey, I'm having a bad time right now. And if you can't acknowledge that you're having a bad time, you're not going to be able to help yourself. And if you can't help yourself, then it's going to be really hard to just move forward and move on to the next thing and keep growing. This doesn't have to resonate like in a large scale, like you've been feeling depressed for years or months or days or weeks, whatever. It could literally just mean in a certain situation, with work, with a friendship, with a relationship, with yourself, whatever it is. There could be a certain part of your life that you are just not really acknowledging the struggle of that part of your life. Or if it resonates for your whole life as a whole, then take that. I do feel like there is a lack of security here. You may be feeling insecure within yourself, within your finances, within the things that you think you need in order to grow. You're feeling insecure in those aspects, and that's another reason why it's hard for you to keep growing, because you have a mindset of like, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough looks, I don't have enough friends, I don't have enough work. Nothing is enough right now for you. Spirit is saying that you have to remember that through all of this, you are being shown as the Emperor. The Emperor is strong. The Emperor is responsible. The Emperor is willing to take care of themselves and their family and get things done by kind of putting their foot down and saying, yeah, this needs to be done. So obviously in this case, I'm seeing that is one of the problems, is that you might feel like you have way too much responsibility and not enough vocalization of that. But if that's the case, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna stay here, or are we going to get the ball rolling a little bit? I'm really feeling these two cards right now, especially because of the colors. I feel like you know that you want so much more. When you think about your future and what you want to do, you think like you see it. You see it and you're like, ooh, that feels so good. It's like, that's amazing. That is your dream future, okay? And you're kind of just looking at it and it feels so right and it looks so right. But I kind of feel like in the way I'm seeing it, you're seeing it just as a dream. It's just there. It's just a potential possibility, but it's not gonna happen. It goes back to everything I was saying before. Our emotions, suppressing them, they're leading us to have these mindsets that are leading us to feel stuck in this reality where, yeah, I don't have what I have. I don't have what I want in my life, and there's, nothing I can do about it. I just gotta keep being responsible on me. Which, yes, keep being responsible on you, but don't let certain people, situations, things keep you like just as this responsible person. Like maybe you feel like you're not getting enough for all that you're doing. That's part of those emotions that you're feeling. You need to speak about it. You need to address it to yourself, first things first, like I said earlier, and then talk to whoever you have to talk to. Manifestation is an amazing thing and it's real, but manifestation also isn't just like a magical spell where you just say, I want a raise. Boom, you just woke up the next day with a raise. When I'm manifesting, I like to speak as if it already happened. So let's say you want that raise. I am so thankful that I got a raise at my job. And if you want to be specific, how much was that raise? How much are you making now? You're gonna manifest that by writing it down, saying it once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, as many times a day as you want. But then you're gonna go to work and you're gonna start bringing up those conversations with whoever you need to bring up those conversations with. If we just stay completely silent, our manifestations are just gonna be sitting there waiting for us to do something. We're the catalyst. We just have to do that one thing and boom. Manifestation complete. That was my example, but maybe some of you really are going through that exact thing of like, I do want a raise and I do feel overworked and underpaid and undervalued and I don't know what to do about it. Here I'm telling you what you need to do about it is number one, acknowledge that you feel this way. Because if we're coming from a place of suppressed emotions, like you're literally never gonna get to the point of even knowing that that's what you want. Number two, you need to start manifesting what it is you really want. Number three, understand manifestation is also work, a little bit of work. The song Work by Iggy Azalea. That song has randomly come into my life again. I've been up all night trying to get that rich. I be working on my shit. That song, she talks about how she worked her way up, period. That song could be significant to you, or maybe you just need to like kind of listen to it to help you boost yourself up, because you have desires, you just need to put them into action. Spirit is like, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to say. Spirit is waiting for you to lock in. I know for this group of people that resonate with this, you might be like, what do you mean? I have been locking in. Like, I am doing everything I have to do. I'm responsible. I'm locked in. But we're not talking about materialistically. I'm not talking about being locked in at work and doing everything you have to do. I'm talking about locking in spiritually, aligned with your materialistically, if that makes sense. So you're doing everything at work. Boom, boom, boom. Keep doing that. I know that it's been stressful. I know it's been challenging and you probably feel like you're done with it, but keep being that. But now add the power of manifestation on top of your hardworking self. And also start feeling those emotions. The only way is up. The only way is up after that, honestly. Boost yourself up to feel what you feel, say what you need to say, manifest what you need to manifest, and watch how things start falling into place for you. I keep seeing this in like a career aspect, but like I said earlier, this could be about a relationship, a friendship, and career. I'm just feeling more heavy on the career here, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm going to ask Spirit from this bunch of cards to get us one card that says the most in this reading, means the most in this reading. So I'm gonna shuffle this tiny little pile and just wait for one of the cards to, oh, we got one. The 5 of Discs. Sometimes we dig ourselves in bigger holes than we need to. Sometimes we feel like we are lacking so much around us and within us that just becomes our life. That just becomes what it is. Sometimes we really are struggling and we really do need some extra help. But a lot of it stems from what we're allowing to happen around us. I might sound a bit repetitive, but it all just comes back to the beginning, working through those emotions that you have, acknowledging them, not judging yourself either. Just say, I do feel insecure, I feel undervalued, I don't feel worthy. Don't suppress it. And once you really get to that point where you're like, yeah, I actually do feel this way and it is valid, that's when you start to say, wait, now I understand this and I see a little clearer like why I'm feeling this way. Now it's time to advocate for myself. Advocation with manifestation, it's yours. So I hope that this video resonates with whoever needs to see it. I hope that even if you skim through it and you heard me say like one sentence and you're like, wow, I need to hear that. Or if you watched the whole thing, I just hope that it helps you in the long run. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to book a reading with me if you have been wanting a reading. I offer mini readings and full readings. So be sure to DM me on Instagram if you have any questions at all, or you can just use the form in my bio. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Have a great, beautiful Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. You still have the rest of the week to change what you want to change and get started on whatever you want to get started on. Remember, lock in. Sometimes we just need this little push, and I hope that this is the push for you. Thanks for being here and have a wonderful day.